for a Tuesday. Well, Mary Treacy joins me in studio. Good morning to you, Mary.
Good morning, Jerry.
You're from Ballina?
Yes, that's correct.
And you were telling me before we came on here that up to last Christmas Eve you had done something like, 44 years in the hairdressing business?
Exactly, 44 years. I started as a teenager.
In Ballina?
In Ballina town.
My God.
And I loved every minute of it.
But you decided to call it off last Christmas Eve?
Last Christmas Eve I closed down because I had other interests, and there was a lot of standing in my job, and I just thought I would love to go into art and design. But initially I thought that I would go back in a year, 6 months, to hairdressing part-time, which I still intend to, but I've done a lot of different courses.
Okay. Let me go back, if I may, to the decision to come to close a business after 44 years. Was it a tough decision? Was it a decision that ruminated in your mind for a long time before I actually carried it out?
Exactly, and it took me about 3 or 4 years to get the courage to close down because I loved my job so much. And it was my passion, and it was a business, we'll say, / hobby. And I just loved it. I loved the customers. I had a very good clientele built up. And I thought it was so sad to go and walk away from something I loved so much.
Then again, as you say, 44 years is a long time.
It's enough. It's a long, long time. It's enough, yes.
And it can be tough because there's so much... It's all standing at the end of the day for hairdressing.
Exactly, yeah, it is all standing. That's the one thing I don't miss about it, is the standing, but I miss every other part of it.
So from once Christmas Eve came and the Christmas celebrations were over, you hit the month of January. Did you say to yourself, well, here I am with the blank canvas, I don't know what to do next?
No, because I was changing house, and it took me about 2 months before I got everything in order. But then after that I started doing different courses in art and design, which I always had a passion for as well. I've done it over the last 20, 30 years, but never continued it because I was always busy with my hairdressing. And I done a course in Turla House in sketching, and all the techniques there in Turla House. And I also done a course in the Foxford Roller Mills and in art and craft, and I done another course down in printmaking down in the Ballina Art Centre, which etching and all of that, and which a lot of my prints and the stuff I done will go on exhibition inside the next few months. Because
you've always been arty, as you say.
Always,
it's been the gift that's been inside you all along, down through the years.
Exactly, yeah, I loved it.
But you just needed to do something about getting it out there.
Exactly, yeah.
And maybe honing down on the skills and developing new skills.
Exactly, yes.
Now, you did one particular 4-day course, you told me, a 4-day seminar, that you found hugely beneficial.
Oh, I did, yeah, because I always, when I left hairdressing first, I always said I'd go back in, we say 6 months, 12 months, and to hairdressing because I loved it anyway. But after doing the 4-day course, I have thought, well, maybe I could turn my hobbies into a business.
And what was this 4-day course?
It was a 4-day seminar, and it was in the IRD in Claremorris. It was given by the Mayo Enterprise Centre, and it was very, very beneficial. We went through lots of modules, like if you wanted to go out there into the workplace, for example, picking up information, going into a library, all the information you can get from a library. There is online courses, there's you don't have to pay for them. There's also courses on computers, which you don't have to pay for, and there's an abundance of information out there.
So would you say then, Mary, that the nub of the 4-day course you did essentially helps people like you turn your hobby into a business if you so wish to do so?
Exactly, that's correct, Jerry. And I never realised that there was so much information out there, and also I found it was a great confidence builder, because I wouldn't have had the confidence to turn my hobbies into a business. And I just said after that course, and I remember driving down from Claremorris to Ballina and just saying, well, why not? Of course I can do it, because they give you great confidence.
So is it your plan to do that now? Do you intend to turn your hobby, which is painting, drawing, art, decorating, into a business?
I do, yes. And if I don't do that, I will definitely go back to hairdressing as well, because I have that, and I love that as well, so I have a choice. But
have you any time frame in your mind as to when you might start your new business?
6 months.
The next 6 months?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And will that be in Ballina?
Oh, exactly, yes.
Do you know what I notice about all these courses, which is even better news? You were able to do all these courses in your own county. You didn't have to go outside the county line. All this information and all these courses and all this know-how for people is here in Mayo, and I presume in Roscommon or Galway, if people want to go and seek it and find it.
That's very true.
So therefore, that's a huge benefit to people as well.
Yeah, but a lot of people doesn't know about them, though.
That's true.
That's the trouble.
That's the truth.
They don't know about them.
Yeah. So there are several of these courses available across the county.
A lot of them.
And how can people find out more about them then? Are there websites?
No, you don't have to. It's on the Western People. It's on the Connacht Telegraph. I didn't have to get the Connacht Telegraph. It was on the Western People. That's where I picked up all my information.
So VECs, wherever it might be, check it out, all the information.
Yeah, and
to
ring the Mayo Enterprise Board. They have got a great selection of courses and different information that people would need.
Have you paid fees for these courses, or have they been all free?
Well, the one in the IRD in Claremorris from the Mayo Enterprise Board, that was completely free. And even our lunch was free, sandwiches, tea, everything. We didn't have to go outside the door at all. But the other courses then that I've done, you pay for those, but they wouldn't be very much, like €60, something like that, €50.
And the thing about it is, as you say, that if you're intent and doing something with it, then €50-60 is a small price to pay.
Exactly, yeah.
For something that could change your future.
Yeah, yeah.
So, is it the case that in the next year, Mary Treacy will have an art gallery of some shape or form in Ballina? Is that the plan?
Maybe, because the sky is the limit for me now.
The sky is the limit. Full of confidence.
Yes, that's...
Is that kind of liberating in a way?
Exactly, it is. Yes.
This is the latent talent that you had inside you.
I always had it.
Yeah.
I never had the time to do it.
So it's a whole new you.
That's true.
Okay. Well, look, it's great to talk to you. And I know that you have a couple of people to thank, is that right? Or a couple of things to mention before you go? Sure.
I would like to. I want to say hello to all my customers and thank them for their great support in the last 44 years. And I wish you all well out there. And I miss ye all so much.
Very good. Well, it's lovely to have you in studio. Thank you very much, Mary, for coming in to talk to us.
Welcome,
and
Jerry.
For bringing us the information and for letting us know that if you have a little bit of a can-do attitude, then it's possible at any point in your life to turn your hand to anything, really. That's what it's all about. Thank you, Mary, for coming in. Nice to talk to you. 20 minutes away from 10.